We're going to go over our top 5 Lego Star Wars minifigures of 2025. And let's start with Hot Dog. What is
All
your
right.
what is your fifth best Lego Star Wars minifigure of 2025?
Okay. I'm gonna go with okay. Now that I'm seeing it, I'm thinking I might want to switch it up. Or just switch up the list that I have. But um we're gonna go with the Obi-Wan with the clone armor. I'm just gonna stick to the same list.
Whoa, that's 5?
It's 5. I
I
like
I cannot imagine 4 minifigures that are better than that on this list.
really because I was gonna
We'll
move.
see.
I was gonna move it. I was gonna move it. But there's a lot of figs that I like just more. I'm not the biggest Obi-Wan fan, which might
Whoa.
hurt to hear.
Whoa.
I'm a fan of Obi-Wan. Like, let me get that out of the way. I like Obi-Wan. He's a great character and I love him, but I'm not. He's not my favorite. Okay, so let me get that out of the way. But I love the
Okay.
armor. I love his armor, and I love his Clone Wars armor. The fact that we didn't like it took them this long to give us um, him in good armor is crazy. But no, I think it's a fantastic figure, and I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm excited to get one.
I'm very curious to see the rest of your list now. Rami, what is your fifth favorite Lego Star Wars fig of the
It's
year?
gotta be Ahsoka. This figure is
Nice.
amazing. I love this fig. I love the new expressions, the outfit, the mid-sized legs, everything about it. I feel like this is one of the most perfect Ahsoka minifigs we've ever gotten, and it suits her well. I'm glad that they finally made one that is like a lot more accurate than what we've gotten in the past. Because in the past, it's just been the full size legs, and I don't think she would look appropriately sized with the full size legs or the small legs. So the mid sized legs fit her perfectly. I'm glad they did it, and it just looks great. I have no complaints with it.
That's honestly a great pick. I also love that Ahsoka fig, and I think
I
your
do
points
love that Ahsoka fig.
are spot on there. So I think that's a valid pick. My number 5 is the new Phase 1 clone pilot that we got with the V19 torrent. And the reason being, I remember being a kid and having the OG Phase 1 clone figures, the clone pilot figures, and like shaving off the fin to achieve the accurate look. They finally gave us an accurate Phase 1 clone pilot, and that's a figure that I've wanted for a really long time. And I understand that might be that might not be a popular take for top 5 figs of this year, but personally, I really love it.
That's a good pick, actually.
That's a
I
good
think the
pick.
helmet is uh it's been needed to done for a long time.
Way overdue. Way
Yeah,
overdue.
Way,
and
way, way.
they executed for sure. I
It's
liked it.
it's
A lot
great.
of people were complaining about how it looked, but you'll see later what I think about those people.
All right, Matthew, what's your number 4?
Apologies, there's a train going by my. There's a. Let me just get this out of the way. We have a train like railroad in our backyard, literally. So
Oh wow.
if you guys can hear the train, that's why I can't control
Dude,
it.
that's kind of
But
dope.
it's actually really cool. Like when I go outside and stuff, it's really loud. But
You should get
anyway,
to drive.
it was really sweet. It actually was stopped earlier today. But anyway, let me get to it.
There's a kid from my hometown who we also had a train close to our house. He threw a rock at the train. The train ricocheted off.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
that's crazy.
I don't want to get banned on YouTube, but so I won't say what happened. But yeah.
Wow,
Anyways,
that's crazy.
Sorry to make things dark. What's your number? What's your favorite Lego Star Wars minifigure, dude?
Okay. You guys probably are gonna think this is a controversial pick to be better than the Obi-Wan, but for number 4, I have the Hot Tub Trooper, and let me tell you why. Because in terms of what I would want for it being locked behind $1,000 Death Star, no matter it doesn't. I don't know the value of this figure, and I don't know what it will be, considering it is one of the most like what's the word I'm looking for? It's one of the ones that everybody wants to get, you know. So for that, for it being harder to get than the Obi-Wan, I think it's more desirable to me. So for that, I put it above the Obi-Wan.
I think that's fair, dude. I don't hate it. Initially, I was kind of shocked, but I get where you're coming from. The hot tub stormtrooper is something that again has transcended time since it appeared in the complete saga, and I love that Lego has given that figure props over the years, and so I think that's I can't be upset about that.
I'm glad you understand.
Okay. So is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. My number 4 spot goes to a minifigure that I am going to have to pay hundreds of dollars for. And that's going to be Galen Urso. I have wanted this figure forever. I think the figure that they did for him is perfect. They executed it to a T. It looks like the actor. It's a great outfit. It's has arm printing. It's great. I love it. I just wish I didn't have to pay a few $100s to get it, but I will do what I must because it is a great figure.
Honestly, I'm not upset with that either. I think that's a great fig. Unfortunately, to Matthew's point about figures being locked behind a paywall, that is a figure that is locked behind a very significant $1,000 paywall, and so. But you know,
I will be
love
that
the fig.
sucker who buys it as soon as it gets down to $100. Once it's $100, I'll buy it.
Fair enough. All right, my number 4 is Ahsoka. It is the same Ahsoka fig that Rami mentioned from the Ahsoka Jedi Interceptor. I think it's the best Ahsoka figure that Lego has ever given us. I like that they gave her the short legs. In the past, all of the Ahsoka figures we got were the full size legs. I think they're technically like the mid size legs, but regardless, it's the best. I think design wise, accuracy as far as the scaling is concerned with the legs. And we really got hooked up with Clone Wars figures as Clone Wars fans this year. I think Lego did a great job with most of the Clone Wars stuff. And yeah, that's my number 4. Matthew, what is your number 3?
My number 3 is let me check. Sorry, I was looking up how much the Hot Tub Trooper was, and he is 100 to 200. So
that's crazy.
Most expensive one in the Death Star right now, by the way, which is crazy to me. Crazy.
So number three is a figure that I had to pull some strings to get, but I get the UCS Jango Fett on here.
Valid.
I like the even the Playscale one is nice, but that arm printing in the UCS one is.
You got the arms right from the UCS.
Yes. So like I said, I bought the Playscale one and ended up getting the arms for the UCS one. So it was sweet. Thank you, Rami, for helping me out there. But anyway, yes, I like the fact that they gave us a new one. It's been how long has it been since the last Jango? It's been way too long since the last Jango. His value was in the 50s area. So I like that people can get a cheaper Jango that's also upgraded with a new antenna piece. So.
Which they're also using for the clones now, which is really cool.
Which
really
is
cool to see that.
Great, and I think he was the start of that. So he was the first figure. He was the first figure to have that. So for that,
he was also the first clone, dude. Everything right. Everything. It's like poetry, dude. Everything rhymes.
Yeah, that's so true. So It's it was meant to be, I guess. No, yeah. He's number 3 for me. He's number 3. I love that figure
Cool.
so much.
Rami, what do you got for 3?
This is where it gets juicy. My number 3
Sir.
pick is going to be Commander Bly.
Whoa. Okay.
I love this
Interesting.
figure. I love this figure. I've been waiting years for it, but I will say I wish it was Phase 1 Bly and not Phase 2 Bly. Regardless of that, ever since I got it out and looked at it, I loved it. I love the character. I love clones. Y'all know this. This was hard to make a list because there was a lot of really good figures this year. And there was some figures that got kind of snubbed from the list because I felt like there were some that were better. And this was one that I just couldn't. I'm just so glad that there's an official Lego Bly now.
See, Bly was one that I did think of because I do love the clone commanders and whatnot, the captains. But I've said this many a times, and I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but I know they're never going to give us waist capes ever again. Probably not. Probably never again. But for one figure that should have a waist cape, it's Bly. Everywhere you see him at, he has a fucking waist cape everywhere. And to print it on is so lazy to me, and I just it's such a it's a point of contention for me. So
That's also one of the more controversial figures of the year too. So I'm kind of surprised that you picked it, but I don't think it's I don't think it's near as bad as most people say it is.
It's not as bad. It
needs a waist cape though.
They could have done a lot better, and it needs a waist cape.
There are some minor inaccuracies and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's that's the most surprising one so far. But I don't hate on it. I don't hate on it. Let's see. I am the first one to tap out on the costume, bro. I'm like sweating so much. So the Wolverine costume.
You tapped out. I haven't even realized till now.
Yeah, it's the $70 Wolverine costume has run its course. All right, my number. What are we on? 3. My number 3 is, although the set is the worst set of the year, the fig that I love from this set is the Galactic Marine figure.
Yeah.
I think they did an absolute wonderful job. I would say a perfect job. I know some people wouldn't, but I would say a perfect job on the Galactic Marine minifigure. As much as I despise the set, I think that is an excellent execution on a minifigure that we have never gotten a version of before.
And that's a minifigure that people have been asking for, since we've seen them. So I know
highly sought after, and they finally gave it to us. It just happened to be in the worst.
The Galactic Marine fans, yeah. There's been a large group of Galactic Marine fans just screaming at Lego to make him, and
they did a good job on it. As much as I hate the set, they did a really good job on it. I think we could all agree on that.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I agree. That's why I bought the set, was for the figures. So,
Matthew, what's your number 2, bro?
My number 2. All right, we're going down to the wire here. For my number 2, this might be a little controversial as well, but I'm going with the Plo Koon. It was desirable for everybody. It didn't come out in a very nice set, but the fact that we got a new version of Plo Koon with the new was it like just resin printing instead of rubber, which I don't know. I love it a lot. I like the molded piece, and I love the whole thing. I just like the new Plo Koon figure, and the fact that anybody can just go out and get it right now is something that I also really like. So
it's not made with that soft rubber head anymore.
No, it's not. It's not. Which makes that older one a little exclusive. Which say what you will, but I like the new Plo Koon, and I think it is one of the best figures. One of the best figures of the year, Star Wars wise.
Yeah, I've always thought that the old Plo Koon figure looked a little wonky, but
See, I
thankfully,
never had too many complaints with the old one, but them making a new one has shown me the flaws of the old, if that makes sense. The newer one being released, really shows you what's wrong with the older one. So, yeah.
he's
I
back.
think that's valid. I had to take a piss. I'm not gonna lie. I had to piss for like the last hour. Um, yeah, I think Plo Koon's. I had my headphones on though, so I heard everything. I was thinking about Plo Koon while I was taking a piss, and I couldn't agree more, dude. I think Plo Koon is. I think it's a great. I think it's a great figure, and to be honest, I this is one that I ran past when I was going over the list of figs that came out this year, and it might have made my top 5. I don't know. It would be
This was
close,
one.
just not.
This was one that I instantly thought of without even seeing the picture of. I just thought of like, oh yeah, that's one that's going because people were waiting for Plo Koon like a year before there were rumors that a new Plo Koon was coming out. So
Yeah, and we hadn't got one in like 15 years. So
exactly. So
yeah,
that right there, I just really like it. Of course, the set is bad. We can all agree, but the figure itself is great.
All
yeah.
right, number
What's your number 2,
two
Rami?
for me is got to be Dedra Miro.
So, okay, she was on my list.
Interesting.
She was on my list, but I replaced her. But I
I
do like that figure.
think this is a fantastic figure. I really enjoy the character in the show, and I think the likeness is like if she was a minifigure, this is what she'd look like. This is like the perfect adaptation. The only thing that could make this better is dual molded legs, but other than that, like this is a perfect figure in my eyes. This is like exactly what you look for whenever Lego is expected to make like a new character, not like reuse a head, like those reused Captain America heads. You know what I'm talking about? Like they use on Rebels or like Stormtroopers, like new
The head
face,
actually looks like the actress that played the character. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
new face, new molded.
One thing I like about that figure is that new headpiece. You can make a Juno Eclipse, and you can upgrade your old school Juno Eclipse figure with it. So I
Very
think
cool.
that's
I'm not a big Andor guy. I know I've talked about that before, but I will say that character in the show is one of my favorite, if not my favorite characters in the show. I really like that character a lot. She was well
I
written, and I think her minifigure is great too.
I'm just stoked that we got that figure because especially with like how many sets we got with Andor, I was fully expecting to get like no other figures from that. Like, I would love to see more Andor sets, but I just don't see it happening, unfortunately.
Thankfully,
I
we have a Galen Urso, we have a Director Krennic, we have Andor. We have some. There's some really good figs from that entire like Rogue One Andor
yeah,
together.
that is my shit. I love that era of like Star Wars. That era of Star Wars is just so like grim and dark and like so like real, and it like shows how much power the Empire really had. And I love seeing that aspect. It's not just like this is bad. It gives more like depth into why the Empire is bad. Because from a public eye, they're good. Like you really see like the rebels are the bad guys. If you really think about it, they're trying to go against a whole order, but you get more context as to what led them to that point because people don't just do that. People don't just overrule people or overrule like governments or powers if there's no reason to. So it shows the build up for it. And I love it so much. I love this character. I love that we have it in Lego, and I love they did it right.
Yeah, I actually had the Dedramir on my list. She was number 5 at first, purely for a simple reason. Just her printing is so nice. Like they went all out on the printing on that figure, as well as her hairpiece. So it's a great figure.
I
Yeah.
think that's fair. I think that's a really good figure. I love Rogue One. I love a few episodes of Andor, specifically in season 2. But overall, I'm not a huge Andor fan, but I can agree with most of those points that you made.
Season
Um,
2 was like shit goes down.
yeah, all the stuff that happened on that planet with what was the planet called? Like where they were trying to mine, the Emperor was trying to mine some kind of
Yeah.
material for the Death Star. That stuff was really cool. Um, yeah, fair enough there. My number 2 is the UCS Django figure from the Slave One set. I think that's the best Django figure that Lego has ever given us. I love the head print. I love the updates that they made. The arm printing is sweet. It's
I
sick. I
would
love
s-
the
I would
colors
say
on
that
it.
it's one of the best like Mandalorian figures made ever.
I think so too. It's probably top 5, top 3
Oh
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I don't really have much else to say about it that hasn't already been said. I think it's perfect. I'm also just a big Jango Fett fan. Like I love the character. I also love the color, like the blue color on the fig, and yeah, I think the head print, the newer head print with like that really matches like Tamara Morrison's face. Speaking of accurate face prints, I think that's a really accurate face print. I display it with the helmet on, like I assume most people do. But if you take the helmet off and you put like the clone like kind of hair on it, it looks really cool too. So
Hmm.
that's how I feel about it. Matthew, what is your
Number 1, baby.
favorite
Number 1.
Lego
You
Star
guys,
Wars set
you guys are
figure?
not ready. You guys are not ready for this, but all right. The number 1 best Star Wars figure of 2025, arguably, without question, Babu Frick.
Do you, this isn't
Babu
satire.
Frick. No, it is satire, but I put him on number 1 for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
No, he's number
Where
1.
do you have it? Do you have the Babu
I
Frick?
don't. He's in the advent calendar, which is the only reason I
Oh,
would
okay.
get the advent calendar for Babu
Okay.
Frick. It's
Okay.
Babu Frick. He's the best minifigure of all time. Best minifigure ever made, Star Wars related. People have been wishing
Wow.
for Babu Frick for years now, and he's here. So it's
He's
Babu
one of
Frick.
the few good things about the sequel trilogy. Babu Frick is one of the highlights of the sequel
It's
trilogy, I
Babu
will say.
Frick.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that might make you pissed off at me. I was watching Rise of Skywalker last night, and Babu Frick was in it, and I just started laughing my ass off.
I love Babu Frick. I love him, and they did the little mold of him actually perfectly.
It is
Like
pretty good.
for it to be a like joke like answer for me. Like I put it in for a joke, but there are some strong feelings I do have about it, and I love it. I love it a lot. I want it so bad, and for them to use like the Groot mold with like a special molded like backpack piece for him. It's in like goggles and stuff. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love it. So
It's great. It's a great set,
the
or it's a
Babu Frick
great figure.
is sweet. I would like for them to make more of his species, and you could just fill up, like a Mandalorian like forge or something with it. I don't know. It'd be cool. Be cool.
Not mad about that either, dude. As much as I'm not a big sequel guy, I think Babu Frick is sweet, and
Come on now.
I think the figure is good too. I love that figure.
No, the figure's really good. The figure's really good. As much of a joke pick as it is, it's a really good figure.
It actually is a good figure. Speaking of head molds being accurate to the actor that plays them, that's a perfect example of that. Of
Oh yeah,
Babu Frick. I don't know what that actor's name is, but that's an accurate minifigure head.
that's
So,
true. That's true.
all right, Rami, what's your number 1, brother?
So I have a two-way tie. I couldn't pick. Sorry
Okay.
if this breaks the rules, but I'm breaking the rules. Um, it's a two-way tie for me. Django Fett with the arm printing and the UCS, and Commander Bakara. This is a
Wow.
two-way tie for me.
Interesting takes.
Both of these figures, to me, in my eyes, yes, the Commander Bakara could use like for a waist cape, whatever. Easy fix for me. I
Some printing issues too.
I don't care about that. I think I love that we finally got a Commander Bakara, and I love the figure. It's the whole reason why I bought the set. It's the whole reason why I went to Walmart almost every day for a week to get that set because I wanted that figure. I love the figure. It's so cool. I love the new helmet. I love it. It's a great figure in my eyes. The Jango Fett is the same way. As soon as I saw they're making a decked out Jango Fett, I bought it day one. Got the gift with purchase. I felt awesome. I like, even though the Juggernaut sucks, I don't regret buying it because I got some really, really cool figures. And I get to destroy it on the podcast every week. So that's awesome.
That's true. You've destroyed the Juggernaut twice now on camera, unscripted.
It's got to be a weekly thing now.
Yeah. You need to go throw it off the house or something.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do next. We'll keep upping the stakes, see how much it can survive.
Yeah.
All right. My number one, which I just went and grabbed off of my shelf, I think might be top 5 minifigures of the modern era for me personally. Like, let's say last 10 years, and it is the new Clone Wars Obi-Wan from the V19 Torrent.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that figure. I actually like the V19 Torrent, but the figures that came with it, that clone pilot that came with it, the Asajj Ventress, and the Obi-Wan are all great minifigures. But Obi-Wan is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, and so getting this perfect of a minifigure was absolutely amazing. The arm printing with like the logo on the shoulder is incredible. I'm also a big Clone Wars fan, but I was not a fan of the original Clone Wars minifigure design with like the big eyes and the way they used to make those figs. So to get an updated Clone Wars figure, Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars armor, is incredible. And now I'm just waiting for them to release an updated Anakin with the armor. And then we'll be golden. We'll be golden after that.
Yeah, because we have Mace Windu and we have Obi-Wan. Now we need Anakin.
I assume we'll get Anakin soon. They should have given us Anakin with the Clone Wars armor in that Ahsoka Interceptor. Even though technically, like, it's based off an episode where he didn't have it. I think that would have been
too.
Yeah, Plo Koon has armor in the show. They haven't given us a fig with an updated fig with it, but
I feel like
anyways, everybody.
Every Jedi.
Yeah, that is our. Those are our top 5 Lego Star Wars minifigures of 2025. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know in the comments what your top 5 are, and as always, thanks for listening to the Star Wars podcast. Peace. But we're still in the live chat. We're still hanging out.